Hello Year 6, my name is Mr Colton and I'm the Senior Assistant Head Teacher in charge of Assessment, Progress and Curriculum here at Sir Thomas Bottler, Church of England High School. In our school, lessons will be delivered through a combination of ability-based and mixed ability classes, all English Baccalaureate, also known as the EBAC subjects, which are English, Maths, Science, Geography, History, French, Spanish and Computer Science will be taught in tiered ability classes. All other subjects, such as DT, Music, PE, will be taught in form groups which are mixed ability. Students are placed in ability classes using a combination of Key Stage 2 data from primary schools and in-school student progress data. Great care is taken to ensure that students are placed in the correct groups to make sure they make the best progress. At Key Stage 3, setting reviews take place after each school assessment point throughout each year, and parents and carers are informed of any necessary group changes. So what's the purpose of assessment in our school? Well, one reason is to let students and parents know the progress children are making in each of the subjects in a really simple and easy to understand way. Another very important reason is to identify gaps in knowledge that students may have, to inform teachers when they're planning the lessons how best to plug those gaps to help students know and remember more. So how many assessments do students have in our school? Well, formal assessments will take place 3 times a year towards the end of each term. These assessments will be in line with curriculum assessment maps and will continually assess students' knowledge and understanding. In EBAC subjects, the percentage a student achieves in the WA, which stands for Working At assessment, is reported home along with the class and year group average in those tests. For supporting subjects, a judgment is made based on the performance in the assessment. One of the judgment might be exceeding, where students are exceeding expectations, making more progress than students with the same starting point. Another judgment may be achieving, where a child is achieving expectations, meaning they are on track and making progress in line with students with the same starting point. Another judgment is working towards, and that's where a student is working towards the expected standard, where they're working slightly below other students with the same starting point. And finally, the fourth judgment that may be awarded is below, where a child is performing below the expected standard with concerns raised. This is where a student is working much lower than other students with the same starting point. Intervention and further support is required. Several weeks before students sit a Working At assessment, subject teachers provide revision lists so children know what they need to revise. This also allows parents to see what topics children need to revise to make sure they perform well in their assessments. This is an example of the English revision list that helping students prepare for the assessment that should have taken place at the start of July. In our school, students have GCSE based targets. These targets are what students are aiming to achieve when they leave school in Year 11. These targets are based on individual ability and potential and are informed by formal assessments undertaken at primary school and also assessments that students will take as baseline tests when they join us in Year 7. These targets are not fixed and will be reviewed as appropriate throughout a student's time with us, in consultation with teachers, curriculum leaders and the senior leadership team. It's still a shock for some people when they realise that GCSE grades are no longer awarded on grades A star to C. Grades at GCSE are now awarded on a 9-to-1 scale. Grade 9 is the highest grade a student can achieve. It's like a super A star. Grade 7 is equivalent to an old-fashioned A grade. Grade 6 is equivalent to the top of a B grade. Grade 5 is the international benchmark. It's the equivalent to the top of a grade C to a low grade B and is classed as a strong pass. A grade 4 is equivalent to the bottom of a grade C and is classed as a standard pass. Grade 3 is equivalent to a D grade. Grade 2 is equivalent to an E grade, and Grade 1 is equivalent to an old-fashioned Grade F/G.